Hello, welcome to my chaos. So I'm going to the fountain pen meetup tomorrow, and I need to give Key her pens back. And I thought I'll turn on the camera and talk about them while I still have them. So I put this on and this leather strap to close it because I couldn't help myself. I was trying to get out of doing something else I was supposed to be doing. Where's my journal? I just saw it. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's talk about this. So, the Franklin Christoph Model 19 with the broad sig nib. Loved this. This was great. Let me see if I can find an example of it. This. It just looks like my medium sig nib, but a bit juicier. So I really liked it. And that had platinum citrus black in it. So I loved that one. I loved the, where'd it go? This one, which was the, oh gosh, what was it? That was the other thing. I couldn't remember the names of any of these things that I was doing with them. It was, so the broad cursive italic Nagahara that she got at Franklin Christoph. Loved that one too. This one looked a lot like my medium sig nib. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot. That had Wearing Gold Lost, which might have been a little bit of a dry ink, but I still liked it. I did not get on with the Sailor Music nib. I couldn't write, because I write like this, usually. I couldn't write like that. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm supposed to write in italics. That looked terrible. It just looked, I just couldn't make it work for me. Maybe because I had Urban L'édité in there, so this is what it looked, it was just fat. The writing was fat. So this looks okay and consistent, but it was just really fat. And so it was the platinum music nib. That one was also fat. Now, this one was letting me write at my angle. This one wasn't. And so somebody on Simone's Discord told me to put a wetter ink in it, because this was Troublemaker. And so I put a wetter ink in it, and it did write better. But then it just, because I put Pilot Arashizuku, and then it just seemed like I had to write super big. Which is bigger than I do. So it looks all right. I just, I think I probably wouldn't do that on a normal basis. And especially if I went back into the Hobonichi, because it was just too big of writing. I'm getting away with it in this, but I wouldn't have, it wouldn't have worked in anything else. So that was the experiment with Key's pens and her nibs, and that was fun. And I learned things about myself. Under and over. And through. Okay. So I'll put that in my backpack to go tomorrow. All right, so February is interesting nibs. Now, one of the things that I had planned fell through, and that is that, I don't know where I put them, but I have a bunch of vintage Esterbrook nibs. And I was planning on trying them with my new converter unit that I bought myself for Christmas. But my new converter unit that I bought myself for Christmas has not arrived yet. Hasn't even shipped yet. So I bought it from a UK company, and they usually get them in stock like a couple weeks after they order them, but Esterbrook still hasn't sent them to them. So I'm just being patient, but that one won't happen this month. I've got I Ambien purchased a Zoom nib from the good blue, and I got a little pin with it. And so I have no recollection of buying this. It's kind of like a Fude, but just barely. I have no idea what a zoom nib is or what it does, but apparently I bought it, and that's going in the bone crusher. Yeah, I have no recollection. Why at 3 in the morning I decided I needed this nib, I have no idea. But we're going to try it. And that will be this pin. And I don't know what ink I'm going to put in there. And where's the lid? And why did these keep getting my way? All right, well, the lid is somewhere. I will find it. And then this is probably making you guys all really nervous. I'm going to put this one back together because I was going to put my, let me just put everything on there so I don't lose it. I'm going to put my Architect. I was going to put it in the Traveler's Company because it's a number 5 Schmidt nib. But then I thought, why don't I put it in my Benu? If I could find where I put the Benu section. Here it is. All right. So that way I could just finish out my grape that I love, my diamond grape, because it just goes with this pin so well. Esterbrook medium. So I'm going to ink up that one a little bit more with grape. I'm probably going to have to go back and watch this video to remember what the heck I did. Where is the lid? All right, so in this one, what am I doing? This one, my Esterbrook SD Cobalt, I am going to switch out this medium Esterbrook nib, which I seem to have 2 medium Esterbrook nibs. I don't recall buying 2 medium Esterbrook nibs in that color. Anyways, maybe I'll get one ground. So this is the Yovo. It's supposed to be kind of flexy. I've heard it's not very flexy. But I kind of nerded out and bought one for me, one for Simone, and one for Cyan at Paper Tales with our YouTube channel names on them. Because Ruth at Shibui North can basically do whatever you want on your nib. I thought that would be neat. So I'm going to try this nib. And so, yeah, I've heard it's not very flexy, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So there's that one. There's the Architect. Then I need to find my Kaweco Architect. I'm going to have ink all over me at the end of this. Okay. What did I do with that nib? All right, I'm going to have to go on a nib hunt. Because I have another Architect that was done on a Kaweco double broad. So both of the Architects, the one that's on this, on the Schmidt nib, and the one that's on the Kaweco nib, were done by Jose. And I'll put his name across the screen. He goes to the London Pin Show, and I think he goes to other pin shows. Probably will be at the Madrid one, because I've heard he's moved back to Spain from Ireland. So, The other thing I'm going to do, which I'm going to regret, we all know. Here's my Opus 88 Omar. And I can't decide whether I'm going to sell this or not. But, so there's another Yovo medium nib. How many Yovo medium nibs do I need? I'm going to put a Pilot Parallel nib in here. And the only one I have, of course, I used to have more. Wait, this fit the other day. Okay. Yeah, you just push it in. All right. So that will maybe be titles or something. I think I'm just going to play with it. See how it goes. Bring it to the pin meet so everybody else can play with it. Maybe I'll sell it. Okay, so that Schmidt 5 is there. There was another Schmidt number 5. Where'd that go? I think that's it. No, we were going to put that one. Which one? Oh, that's not it at all. Anyways, put this guy back together before we lose things. Aha. I use these little Kaweco converters and everything. I know everybody hates them, but I like to just ink a little bit into my bins so that I can change it out and use all the gazillions of gallons of ink I own. All right, so put this back in here, however that goes. Put this in here, and these in here. All right, so we've got these 3, and we've got this 1, and I need to find the other part of it. What the hell is that? All right. Oh, and then I need to find the... I'm going to try the Pelican Extra Fine in this, and then I need to find that other Kaweco nib. This was my Christmas Pelican nib, I think. Oh no, this is my Extra Fine Schmidt, isn't it? All right, that's not what I thought that was. Do I want to try an Extra Fine Schmidt in something? All right, let's do the Pelican. The Pelican's open. That was a lovely sound. All right. All right. Extra Fine in that. Stick that back in there. Stick that in there. Make a nib farting noise. All right. Okay, so... So either I put the Architect in here. I think that's what I do. Yes, I put the Architect in here. And then maybe I ink this up with my Extra Fine Schmidt. Now that I just put it all back together. Sure. Yeah, I'm just trying all the nibs that I haven't tried that I've got. I really wish that the number 6 Schmidt nibs came in extra fine. I might have to get one ground to that, because that is just unfortunate. Right, where did I just put that nib? Okay, put those there. I'm going to pause and go find that other nib. Okay, I'm back. Found the nib. Alright, this one's got stuff in it. Alright. Total mess. Where's that lid? I'm gonna go nuts until I find that lid. I'm gonna have to bring in somebody with eyeballs to look for it. Alright, so the Alright, this needs cleaning. These are my vintage Esterbrook nibs. So there's a converter that you can use to put vintage nibs on Estes. And so I have all these. They're mostly kind of just regular nibs, but I also have the Flexi one. 9128 or something. I can't remember the number. But yeah, that was going to be part of the plan for this month, but that fell through. That is a bummer. I should probably put this in my nib box before I lose it, like I lost my other nib recently. Alright, so I'm going to have way too many pens inked up. I'm going to have those. This one's still inked. And then I remembered that I think I was supposed to put the journaler on something. Basically, everybody wants to try nibs. Should I put the journaler instead of this? Is that all the Yovo nib holders I've got? Is that all? I've got 4. Maybe I'll bring the journaler as a backup, which was what that other Esterbrook medium nib was. Not this one, because that's the vintage style without the X on it. That's a regular medium nib. It'll be this one. Yep, that's the journaler. Okay. I kind of really don't want to play with this pair. I think I'm just going to put the journaler on here. Or should I put the journaler on the Esterbrook, which would make much more sense. Okay, I'm going to put the journaler on the Esterbrook. So I'm not going to ink all these up with you guys, because otherwise this video is going to be longer than... Because I'm also just going to film a little bit tomorrow. But and I have no idea what I'm going to ink these up with yet. So, okay, journalers on the Esterbrook. And I'll put the Flexi on the Opus 88. This does not need to be on there. We all just saw it. It goes on just fine. This makes terrible noise, this nib, when it goes in. All right. So that's my, those are my pins, and I still have some from the previous month. This isn't a currently inked because I haven't inked any of them. Just showing you, or just talking through my thought process with you guys on what I'm going to have inked and why. Oh no, who had that O-ring? Oh no. Disastro. Okay. Alright, now I have to go get somebody with eyeballs to find my lid. Alright, see you later. Bye. Pincho was great. Loads and loads of people. This is the haul kind of portion of the video. So Key and I we met earlier before the meetup and went to Muji and London Graphic. And so I got a couple things there. I'm only buying things with like funds from things that I've been selling. I've been selling things on eBay and various other places. So I got at London Graphic, I got a Platinum Preppy 0.2 because I haven't been able to find these anywhere. And I like these nibs, and I'm going to stick the nib in whichever one of these doesn't have the nib. So I could I've got 3 of these, and I'm going to do the Platinum Chow Curo versus Carbon Black versus Document Diatramentis. Same nib, same pin, kind of, that whole situation. And I needed this nib. I keep buying them on preppies and putting them on the other things because I can't get the 0.2 nibs in the other things. So I have bodies of these with random nibs that say 0.2 on the top, which is annoying, but let's see. Pick came with bags of stuff, bags of goodies again. So basically these are all just stationery journaling cute stuff like that. Did I ever even upload that video? I don't know if I did. Anyways, at a previous fountain pen meetup, she gave me a humongous bag, like twice the size of this, filled to the brim with stuff. And I shared it with my friend Cyanne's daughter. I think she's like 6, and she's journaling now. She's got her own little TN and stuff like that. So this bag is for her. This isn't even for me. This is what I've got. So my list, I love a list. But look, stationery. So cute. And then this just has like bread and cats in teacups and things like that. And I just think it is so adorable. And just dot stickers. I kind of want to master the whole adding dot stickers to my journal thing. And then there was this. Just looks like, you know, my dear. Sending a note. That's very cute. I have a typewriter. Do I use it? No. I've used it a couple times. Another thing of Kita tapes. So this is my second one from her. I do use these. They're the only kind of washi I know how to use. So I just use them for tip-ins. She had Bubbles, which is my husband's nickname. Long drawn-out story how that happened. And, okay, so that was from Pick. These are not mine. These are ink samples and crabs for Baron and Max. I'll put those aside. I have a couple of ink samples that I didn't have a chance. So this is Diamine to Dip in the Pool. So Kim gave me Diamine to Dip in the Pool, a jug of sangria. I'll have to, I can't remember how she got these, but when I do the ink sampling portion of this, and sepia, and there was one more, I think. Was there one more? There doesn't need to be one more. No, I think that was it, but that is plenty. So, Sand Between Your Toes. I keep, you know me, I keep buying the same ink. But it'll be interesting to compare that to the other similar inks. And, yeah. Then I have these 3 samples of things that I had to take pictures of the bottles so I'd remember what they are. Oh, this one's from Phil. It is Diamine Golden Brown. Again, in this family, I wanted to try it. I think this one's from Brian. And this one is from Key. I think she brought it back from Malaysia. Oh, here's another thing from Pick. So before Key got there, I went into the Boots and I spent entirely too much money on one of these almost lipsticks from Clinique in the black honey color because I used to wear this all the time. And now I wear Maybelline Superstay because that stuff does not come off until you want it to come off. And it was fabulous during the pandemic when you had to wear a mask. And yeah, so, but if I get dried out, like forget to drink water or something and start to get dried out, my lips get dried out. Usually they don't with that one. All the other ones dry me out. But if that happens, I just wanted some sort of like slightly tinted, you know, gloss, like chapsticky thing. And I thought this will be perfect. So that's what I got that for. It'll probably last me forever because I will use it once or twice a month. But I went in there to find my favorite mascara. I think this was in my December haul because I found one at the Liverpool Street station Boots. And then this one was at the Covent Garden boot. Last one, of course. Last one there. Last one here. So I'm just, every time I see a Boots or a Superdrug, I pop in, see if they've got any, and I buy it because they've discontinued that one. And it's my favorite. Oh, wait, no. Oh, these are for Cyanne's daughter as well. Little notepad. And yes, we went to Muji And I got another one of these high quality paper slim notebook grid things. It's lined to me. I can't see this. I think there's like lines supposed to be going this way. I don't see them. Because I want to try and cut it down. So this is A6 slim, which is the most awkward size for covers. And I wanted to see, because before the stitching doesn't start until down on this line and about up here. So I should be able to cut this down to pocket size. Anyways, I wanted to try it. I wanted to try it on a spare, not on my real one. And then I got these to see whether how ink looks on those, because that could be fun to, you know, do your daily ink thing on, if it works. All right. And then emoji. I got one of those double rulers because, of course, I sat on mine and broke it. I got a pink gel pen because I use those at work when I have to write who I'm loaning the book out to. So if I'm doing somebody else's round, they know I did it. And it wasn't them that picked the awful book. It was me. And a refill for the other pen I've got there. And then this to this is 2B. I have another one of these, but I wanted this just to use as a case to send the pencil leads for the giveaway I'm doing, and this pencil case because I love these and I can't find my other one. So in London Graphic, I got one pencil, as is my way every time I go. I have to actually go to the other job across London every week for the next 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm going to end up with another 4 pencils. But this one, what I really wanted to get, this luminance is sepia 50%. What I'm really trying to get is the Something Earth Inktense pencil. And it's always out. It's been out for months. They need to get more. I did tell the girl at the desk, so hopefully they'll get more. And maybe in one of my trips, I'll finally grab that pencil. That's it. That's the haul. I am waiting for everybody to upload their pictures from the meetup so that I can print them and do a journal with me and swatching for this. For the end of this video, and then that might be in speed, the swatching. Okay. Hello. We are going to swatch things up. I'm going to take this book out of here because this thing is driving me crazy. All right, so we're going to swatch all the things from Fountain Pen Meetup. I'm just going to swatch them in here. I'll be swatching them in my TN in probably the next video to come out, which is the journal with me. But just to see what they look like in here. I've already spilled all over my desk. All right, the first one up is Diamine Pen Gallery exclusive Manggis, Manggis, which I'll put a picture of the fruit and another name for the fruit up above. I thought I'd do all this on this page because I have like Syrah and Writer's Blood, which has sheen, and this has sheen. So I just thought I'd see what the heck. You know, how different. Because I'm losing everything lately, my husband found the lid to my dip nib pen. I swear I brought it with me. I did not take it out, and now I can't find it. It is the latest thing to go missing in my world. There's always something, isn't there? So boring. Okay. So this seems to be kind of a magenta that will have a bit of a green sheen. So I was curious as to how different it would be from a similar ink that I already have, which is Diamine Iridescent Robert. Why did I close that? I need to write. Okay. So yes, I'm using this Moon Man dip nib because I can't find my proper glass one. I think this is acrylic. When I first got it, I swear the nib was glass, and then when I got a replacement, because I cracked it, it doesn't seem to be glass anymore. Okay, so yeah, just ain't as good. Grotty old cloth. Okay, now I can close it. Stick it back in its spot. And now we're going to do iridescent rubber. I used to use this ink all the time. And just like this bottle is half full. That's how often I used to use it back in the day when I only had a few inks. Remember those days? Anybody? All right, I think that this is a little bit more purple. Probably should have had more jars of water over here. All right, and then next up, let me move these pictures before I get ink all over them, because I just printed them all out. On the journal. Oh, I keep kicking my desk. All right, the next one is, so this one is from Key. She went to Malaysia. That's where Pen Gallery is. And this one, Kopi O Ka, is also from Key, also from Pen Gallery. It's supposed to be coffee smelling. Oh, this is nice. This isn't the usual diamine overdid it on the scent. It actually smells almost exactly like the Dia Trementis coffee, if anybody's smelled that. And let me stick this in here. Side note, I was able to cut down the Muji to the same size as the Field Notes. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to round corners or not care. Undecided. Okay, so this is... All right. Yes, the smell does not annoy me. I think it's when they're sickly sweet, those smells. Like KWZ honey is just right on the verge of being no bueno. All right. And then next up we have, and this one was from Brian, Colorverse Butterfly Nebula. Let me make sure this is dry. Wow, that is some light ink. Let's see. How will... Ignore my stomach if you can hear it. It's still doing that. I don't know what its problem is. It's something I'm eating, I'm sure, because it always is. Well, you can see it in the writing, but it's just... that's interesting. I find that interesting. All right, and then next is A Dip in the Pool by Diamine. Now, I'm not sure what these are, but Kim had a bunch of these little cult pens exclusives that she was giving away, and Pick and I split this one. Dip in the pool. We were both interested. I like that color. I don't think this pin is cooperating with me. I may need to swap out the nib. Looks like it's kind of split. Highly annoying. Pretty color. I like these colors. I just can't journal with them. I think I've said this 8,000 times now. All right. So it's a diamond heavy pen sample day. All right. So this is golden brown. Not to be confused with Gordon Brown. Sorry. Golden brown. Like that. Wonder how similar that is to the color that I made for my 5-year. All right, and then we've got, we'll try next, which one? Sand between your toes. How's that different from Coliseum? I don't know how different that is from Coliseum. Which is a few pages back, so when this dries, I'll scroll. What is this? I don't like this nib. No, I almost wrote Coliseum. I did write. Okay. Sand between your toes. I think somebody's learning to ride a moped out front, so if you can hear that, sorry about that. But it's been going on all day, and I keep waiting for them to stop to film, and I'm going to run out of light, so we're filming with the person who's learning. God, yeah, see, it's it's snapping. I hate when that happens. Oh, that's interesting. Sepia is one of those colors that I keep thinking should be one color, and then every time I get something sepia, it's another color. Does that happen to anyone else? Where's the... There it is. Like, I just think of sepia photographs. This could... I think that... Anyways, in my mind, which is a jug of sangria. Let's do a jug of sangria. All right, and then what I'll do is I'll get my dryer thing and I'll dry it off and I'll come back. Oh, that's light. I'm interested in this. Okay, I feel comparisons coming on. Okay, I will dry this off. I'll be right back. Okay, this is going to roll off the table, but it's acrylic, so it won't break. So here we have Mangus, and that is Crazy Sheening. It's a little bit purpler, not that you can tell, than Iridescent Robert. It has the same color sheen. Iridescent Robert is insanely sheening in the writing. This, like, I'm not really seeing too much of the sheen in the writing. This one is nuts. Look at that. And I don't think I have seen anything that sheens that color. Nebula is pretty. It's really light, but you can, the writing seems to be legible. Here we have Sepia. Sand Between Your Toes. I'm curious about that. Coliseum. Golden Brown. I like this. Dip of the Pool. That's really pretty. A Jug of Sangria. Yeah, so let me see. Where is... Let's see if I can find... If I would do my index, this would be a lot easier. Try and find where I did the Coliseum. Oh, okay. All right, here's Coliseum. Oh, we'd help it. Nope, this is yellower. Closer to actually the marzipan, but not as yellow. The Jug of Sangria. What did I want to compare that to? Masquerade. Masquerade's a bit darker. Same kind of color family though. So yeah, that's it. That's all the swatches of all the samples. Crazy Sheeners. Yeah. And that's it. That's the whole pin meetup this month. If you want to see these colors swatched out on Travelers Company 003 insert, then watch the journal with me that I'm going to do. All right. Bye.